Wingardium Leviosa. Chat. Oh, shit. Listen, I'm so excited. This is going to be such a weird little fucking stream. I think I have everything set up the right way. I think. He's got the scarf. I got the scarf. And I know that you think that these are the same glasses that I usually wear, but they're not. I can touch my eyes with these. These came with the scarf for $7, shipped on Amazon. This stream brought to you by... Oh, shit. Chat, thanks for being here. YouTube VOD watchers, thank you for being here. Lurkers, thank you for being here. Is that a Slim Jim as a wand? No, it's a crocheting hook, I believe, is the name. All right. So here's the deal, chat. Well, I got chat is replicated twice here. Hold on. I feel like you guys should be there and not here. Yeah, this feels good. How about right here for you, chat? Does that feel right? I don't know. Listen, if you're watching this after the fact, YouTube VOD watchers, first of all, thank you. Please like and fucking subscribe, make my brain feel good. But Squirrel, thanks so much for being here. First time chatter, what an icon. I appreciate the lurk. We'll take it. We're just getting started tonight. All right, Kurt, I see that you redeemed a super hydrate. I'm gonna take that. Too Much New Toys, thanks for being here. Film Talk Hawk, thanks for being here. Rebecca, Kurt, Squirrel, Brother Man. Appreciate you guys. This is gonna be a fun night. If you are watching this after the fact, the plan tonight is we're gonna play Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for GameCube, but not until we begin our crocheting journey. So I have here a camera set up. It's actually really in my periphery over here. And I have this set right here from the Wobbles. Wobbles? I don't know. Please rearrange your schedule and all your plans so I can get home before you crochet. It's not how it works. Draw a bolt on your forehead. You know, I thought about doing the bolt on my forehead and I was looking at pictures of it. And the problem is that it starts from the hairline. I don't have one. You know, what am I gonna draw the fucking bolt on back here? Bolt-ons, am I right, chat? Oh, shit. So we've got the ambient jams playing. Let me pull the jams back. Draw a hairline too. Now we're thinking, gamers. Now we're thinking. We're watching the Hogwarts Legacy study themes from the official soundtrack, which I feel like is perfect. So listen, the idea behind this, chat, is it's almost winter time. It's cozy. We're just gonna chill and kick it on Tuesdays for a while, play some old school Harry Potter, and enjoy ourselves, you know? You look more like Aang from the other Avatar. That's a good call. Carla, welcome in. How about a Hogwarts Yule log? That's basically what this is. It's all like ambient views of Hogwarts, which I think is perfect. There we go. There's that super hydrate you all wanted so bad. All right, listen, I don't have much to say about like the plans, other than I don't know what I should expect. So let me walk you guys through what I have here. I'm gonna move the keyboard. I think we have everything that we need, and we should be able to keep it popping. Fun fact, this was released after Chamber of Secrets. Yeah, brother man, good lore. There's some interesting shit about this game, where there was 2 versions of it made. One of them for the PS1 and then a brand new version for the GameCube after Chamber of Secrets, which is so wild to me. So let me show you guys what I have here. I have 3 items that we're using, all right? And I think I've got this all set up so that you can see everything that we have. So we have the Wobbles starter set. Wobbles starter set. And then I have the second piece, which is the Hedwig set. Then I also got the Cauldron on the side, I believe is the name of this, is the Cauldron. It's not officially a Harry Potter set, but I needed to get free shipping and I needed to spend $7 more, so I got this Cauldron because Cauldron's Harry Potter as fuck, baby. As fuck, baby. Woo, Ric Flair? Yeah. We know Ric Flair. We love Ric Flair. So this kit is basically a starter course, and I thought that we would start with the small one, Hedwig, but when I went to the website today, they say Hedwig was intermediate and to start with Harry Potter. So we're going straight to Harry Potter, which means I can get rid of the Hedwig and the whatever the fuck this is, Cauldron, for right now. So we'll set those over there. Carla, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Night Gecko, welcome in. So what I wanted to do with you guys is start unpacking this product. Like, I think it's pretty cool. This is a slick little Wizarding World product. Also, I think it goes without saying, fuck J.K. Rowling and her opinions and thoughts. I feel like I gotta say it at the top of the show because I do think it. It goes without saying, but the things that you enjoyed don't dictate what you think about groups of people as well. So that's my stance on that. Harry Potter's for the kids, baby. Let them enjoy it. Learning how to crochet indeed. So I'm just gonna walk you guys through everything that's in here. We'll go through it together and take this journey. All right, here we go. Starts with yarn. See, this is scary, man. This feels complicated as fuck. Yarn. This feels like a lot. Like I would like to start with a scarf, you know? I guess Harry's wearing a scarf. Oh, this is gonna take way more than 15 minutes. This is gonna take so much longer than 15 minutes. This is gonna be such an involved thing. There's so many colors and so many things. This is a packet of what appears to be just like stuffing, I guess. And that's everything. This is an empty bag, which I feel like I should deflate. Well, we're definitely gonna pack our shit back into it, but I'll put this here so everyone can see the physical item, I guess. Oogles, Harry Potter. And then it has this package here, this packet, the Wee Woobly Bits, Harry Potter and the Wee Woobly Bits, which is honestly, holy shit, this is such a nice fucking package. Instructions inside with this little sticker, and I did open this, spoiler alert, we're reopening it. Oh, it also came with the hook that I used as a wand at the beginning of this, which is really nice, and it's like a, kind of like a soft rubber, I guess, is the texture. It's very fucking satisfying to use. Very satisfying to use. Yeah, chat, I don't plan on completing this today. This is gonna be at the beginning of every stream for Harry Potter. And if we finish Sorcerer's Stone and we're not done, we'll go into Chamber of Secrets or something, you know? We'll play that by ear. I think I should hide the fact that there is a code. So it's this piece here. Meet Harry Potter, and then on the back side there is a step-by-step guide with a QR code and a unique code that unlocks the website that you see here in the bottom middle of your screen. So I already got this loaded up, and this is an interactive thing here. Is that a lambskin rubber? It is. Yeah, it's good. It's just as protective as latex. Don't let anyone tell you different.
With this kit, you're going to learn how to crochet, and in the process, crochet the chosen one, Harry Potter. We're going to start with the pre-started piece that came in your kit to make his head and body. Then you'll add his robe and learn how to start a piece by yourself to make his ears, arms, hair, wand, and scarf. Then you'll sew all these pieces on and embroider his mouth, glasses, and scar.
I don't have a pre-started piece. Can you imagine if they fucked up and didn't give me the right things? What pre-started piece? All right, this is complicated. Anyway, you guys have my code now, by the way. I left that face up after saying I shouldn't show it to you. I'm not used to having a fucking thing over here. But what can you do? Go on, try me. I already got the product, baby. All right. Oh, also in here, there's other stuff. Let's look at it. Oh, shit. It looks like there's buttons and a needle of some sort. Okay, so these are important, perhaps. Here we go. Here we go, gamers. It's like they fuck you and don't give you a minifig on a Lego set. It's exactly that. Can you imagine? Wouldn't be great, because this video is going to get 1 million views. Because everyone's clicking like and leaving a comment about how much they like it. All right. So let's just fucking go. Let's start watching this shit together. Chat, my question for you is, can you see and hear...
With this kit, you're going to learn how to crochet.
This video.
And in the process, crochet the chosen one, Harry Potter. We're going to start with the pre-started piece that came in your kit to make his head and body.
Cool.
Then you'll add his robe and learn how to start a piece by yourself to make his ears, arms, hair, wand, and scarf. Then you'll sew all these pieces on and embroider his mouth, glasses, and scar.
Embroider. I know what embroider means. Okay, next.
With any Woobles kit, you're going to be doing more than just pass the time. You're going to be learning a new skill. So if this is your first time crocheting, that means you're probably going to make mistakes, and that is totally okay.
Nice. Chat, write that down.
Tap on the help icon at the bottom of the screen to find videos to help you troubleshoot.
I need help with something else.
Common issues. Or simply pull on the yarn connected to the yarn ball so that you get reset.
I'm gonna fuck it. You're probably right. I'm gonna fuck it up.
So you can start anew. And with that, remember to have fun and let's get wooblin'.
Start anew. Let's get wooblin', chat. What do you say? Okay. Overview. Look how long this page is. I got it set to right hand. You have all the basics. The head and body is its own thing. The robe, the ears, the face, the arms, the hair, the scarf, the wand. Chat, does everything look and sound okay? You got good balance on the instructions, on me, on the music in the background. Does the video and the layout look okay? Is this all good shit? It better be good shit. I'm only doing good shit on this channel. It's a new policy. All balanced. Fuck yeah. All right, chat.
I'm going to be demoing most of these videos using blue yarn.
Blue yarn.
You have the same type of yarn in your kit, so you should be able to follow along. You might just need to use
Yours looks like
a different color depending on which wooble you have. Take the big yarn ball out of your kit and look in the middle of it. There should be a piece that looks like it's already been crocheted and has some plastic things on it. Leave the plastic things in the piece intact. You're going to pull that yarn out. And if that yarn's actually coming from the outside of your ball and this label is getting in the way, feel free to take the label out. You don't actually need it to keep this ball together.
Ooh, bro.
All right. So what we are going to do is wrap this yarn around our left hand. So take your left palm, face it to you. Hold the piece in front of your palm. And watch the yarn that's connected to the yarn ball.
Wait, I need more slack.
Wrap that once around your pinky.
Oh, wait, I already fucked it. I already fucked it, chat. Hold on, I'm bringing it back.
So what we are going
looks like a fucking boomer nightmare.
Wrap this yarn
it's
around
not good.
our left hand.
All
so
right,
take your left palm,
hand.
face it to you. Hold
Jen, Pasta, Swanky, Joinkers, welcome
and
in.
watch the yarn that's connected to the yarn ball. You're gonna wrap that once around your pinky. So now the piece is behind your fingers.
I need more slack. I need more slack.
Bring the yarn over your index finger.
Hold on. She's going super speed. All right, this is the one. This is the one. I've got all the slack in the world. I know exactly what she's going to ask me. Here we go.
To keep this ball together. All right.
The perspective makes it look like I have fucking crooked hands. I don't. The camera's upside down and it's inverted. My hands are very nice. I'm actually a hand model.
To you. Hold the piece in front of your palm.
It's like this and then
the yarn
around.
that's connected to the yarn ball. You're gonna wrap that once around your pinky. So now the piece is behind your fingers. And then bring the yarn over your index finger. And then hold onto the piece with your thumb and your middle finger. And you want to try to keep the yarn draped on your index finger towards the back third of your finger, close to your knuckle.
Bitch.
That way, when you're crocheting,
you have very skinny
the yarn
fingers.
won't easily slip off of your finger.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Now that you have the yarn draped on your hand, you want to make
Any
sure
drapers?
that you're
Any drapers in chat? 0 for no, 1 for yes.
If you think of this piece like a coin, there is the concept of a head versus tail, and an up and down. So you want to have this little loop in the upper right-hand corner, and then the orange stitch marker immediately to its left. And then the green stitch markers are to the left of that. You also want to move this cutoff piece of yarn in case it's in front of your piece. You want to move it to the back, under and behind the yarn that is draped on your finger.
Okay. Okay. I think I got it.
The reason why we're in this awkward position is because we want to control the tension between your index finger and the piece. Having an even tension is going to make your stitches look even. It's going to make it easy for you to crochet.
Even tension. Tension
So
is important.
If it's feeling like it's too
Sexual.
loose, like there's too much slack, just move your index finger away from you to make it tighter. And if it feels too tight, just move your finger closer. And if it's like super loose and even pulling your finger away doesn't help, just keep pulling on the yarn connected to the
Yeah,
yarn
okay.
ball
Yeah,
until
I'm feeling this. I'm
everything's
feeling this out. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. So I'm gonna pull this way just a little bit. Oh. I'm fucking it. I'm fucking it a little bit. Yeah, that's good. That's an improvement. That's an improvement. All right. I feel good. I feel good. I don't remember anything that she just said, but I
Last
feel
step
pretty
to
good.
get into crocheting position, pick up your hook and stick it into the little loop.
My hands are so
from the
sweaty right
to the
now.
left or from the bottom up, depending on
Hold on, lady.
and
Chat. I'm fucking losing it, bro. This is so much more difficult than I thought it would be. All right.
stick
Knees
it
weak.
into
Arms
the
are
little
heavy.
loop from the
Fortnite
right
tonight.
to the left, or
Tomorrow.
from the bottom up, depending on how your
Through the loop.
is currently positioned. Now you're in crocheting position.
This loop is fucking tiny, bro. My loop doesn't look like hers. You should have pre-watched. It's too big. It won't fit. He talk like this cause he can back it up. That's Beyonce, chat.
Last step to get into crocheting position, pick up your hook and stick it into
I'm
the
telling you,
little
my
loop
loop,
from the
I
right
hope I
to
got it in the
left
right
or
loop.
from the
That loop
bottom up,
seemed
depending on how your
very
loop is currently
taut.
positioned. Now you're in crocheting position.
I'm in crocheting position though. This is exciting. This is exciting. I have this down here. I have this over here. I think we're in good shape. Single
We're gonna
crochet
learn
stitch.
how
Wait. Is that what I'm supposed to be? Yeah, single crochet stitch.
We're going to
Alright,
learn how to
doing the
make
work.
what's called a single crochet stitch. This is the
think the
basic
crochet
stitching
lady's
crochet,
into you. I
and
think
it's
you're
what
right.
most of your plushie is made of. So you've got your hook in this little loop, and
Yeah, dude.
first thing you need to do is figure out what hole to put the hook into. Luckily, we have these
Chat?
plastic things to help. You want to put your hook in exactly the same hole as this orange stitch marker. If you were to look at the rim of your piece, you would see that the orange stitch marker is under two strands of yarn that kind of look like a horizontal V.
I do see that.
So you want to put your hook in the hole directly below that horizontal V, in the hole that is marked by this orange stitch marker.
She didn't put it in. I see it. I see the horizontal V, orange stitch marker. Listen, we're doing this for meaning.
We're going to learn how to make what's called a single crochet stitch. This is the basic stitch and crochet, and it's what most of your plushie is made of. So you've got your
V?
hook in this little loop, and
We're
first thing
crocheting
you
is
need to
the
do is
new
figure
word
out what
gaming.
hole to put
It's
the hook
true.
into. Luckily, we have these
G-Mac,
plastic
welcome
things to
in.
help. You want to put your hook in exactly the same hole as this orange stitch marker.
Yeah, but when do I...
If you were to look at the rim of your piece, you would see that the orange stitch marker is under two strands of yarn that kind of look like a horizontal V.
Horizontal
So
V.
you want to put your hook in the hole directly below that horizontal V.
fucking
in the hole
crocheting.
that is
Yeah,
marked
we're
by this
fucking
orange
crocheting.
stitch marker.
I'm a fucking crocheter. All right, lady, I trust you.
So pull
Show
the
me where to
orange
put
stitch
it.
marker all the way off to the left so it's out of your way.
Yep.
And then put your hook immediately to the right of that so that the hook is under those two strands of yarn that look like a horizontal V.
I'm
So
through.
now it should look like there's 3 strands of yarn on your hook. You want to make sure the
Yep.
tip of the hook is facing you and the hook is in front of the working yarn.
The working yarn. Oh no, I lost my working yarn. I forgot about the working yarn. It's here. It's back. Everything's fine. Did she say in front of the working yarn?
Now we're going to do what's called a yarn over.
Yarn
You're gonna
over.
Bring the hook down and under the working yarn and then put it behind the working yarn. The goal is to grab the yarn with the tip of your hook. So you'll need to make sure that the tip of your hook is still
You got the tip
facing
of my
you.
hook hooked?
And when you're doing that motion, try to only move your hook hand. Resist the urge to use your yarn hand to pull the yarn onto the hook.
Why? Why do I resist that urge? I do have that urge. I do. She knew the urges.
Pull the hook through the hole that the hook just went into. So just those first 2 loops on the hook. And it's really common when you're first learning how to crochet to get your hook snagged in the yarn. So I'm gonna give you some tips on how
This is gonna be a
this.
fucking nightmare.
So first you wanna pull the piece in the hook in opposite directions to artificially make the hole that the hook needs to go through a little bigger. Then you wanna rotate the tip of your hook from facing you to facing where the yarn meets the rest of the piece. So that should be about 90 degrees down.
Oh
Then,
my god,
when
bro.
you pull the hook through, you want to try to pull your hook parallel to your body. Do not wiggle it around. This is what will get your hook snagged on yarn. So the moment you clear those first 2 loops on your hook, rotate your hook to face you again so that the new loop that you just brought through stays on your hook, and then push your hook off to the left so that this new loop is also safely towards the base of your hook. Lastly, pull your hook a little bit away from the piece so that this new loop looks like it's basically the same size as the old loop.
Okay. Kind of. Kind of. I think I kind of got that. I think I did it. I do think it's in the right spot. Chat, I am calling audible here. Is this better for you? Do that. I can do that. And I can pull me here. And that puts everything correct. That looks pretty much right. It's not perfect. Where's Harry Potter box art? That could be... Oh no, I can't. Okay, hold on, I got this, Don't worry, gamers. We're reorganizing. It's worth it. Don't worry, it's worth it. It is worth it. I assure you. Everyone agrees. Alright. That's what we're dealing with. My hand is fucking spoken for, chat. I can't move. Alright.
Next, you're gonna pull this also safely towards the base of your hook. Lastly,
that shit's at the base of the hook. I fucking ate, bro.
So that this new loop looks.
I feel good about that.
You should have 2 loops on your hook now, which means that you're halfway through the stitch that's called the single crochet stitch. Let's pause and make sure that these loops are a good size so that
Jesus
it'll be
fucking
easy for you
Christ.
to finish this stitch. So tilt your piece so that you're looking at the hook head on, and if you left the tip of the hook facing you, you actually want to rotate the tip of the hook down to face the piece again, because what I want to show you is that we want to make this loop that's on the hook, this new loop, be basically the same size as the tip of the hook. That way we know it'll be easy for the hook to go in and out of that loop. So if that loop is too tight, too small, all you gotta do is pull the hook away from you.
Huh. Yeah,
and then if that loop is too big, just pull on the yarn connected to the yarn ball to make it smaller.
Only yarn connected to... Oh, yeah, all right, I feel it. It's my left finger here. This is nice. You know what's hard, though? Every time we're set up, I have to reach over here and hit fucking next.
All right, so we've checked
I need a fucking automated thing.
They're basically the same size as the tip of the hook.
Every time I clap my ass cheeks, I need you to...
halfway through the single crochet stitch.
All right, halfway through.
We're gonna do another yarn over.
Yarn over?
You have your hook in front of your working yarn.
Yes, I do.
The hook facing you. Bring your hook down under that yarn and then behind it so that you can grab onto the working yarn with the tip of your hook.
Yeah? I got it again. I got it again.
Now pull the piece and the hook in opposite directions to temporarily make the loops on your hook a little bit bigger so that it's easier for your hook to make it through these loops. Then
Like the
rotate
Bachelor
your hook
Solo
from
Date
facing
Challenge,
you
it does
to
kind of
facing
check
where
out.
the yarn meets the rest of the piece. And then pull this yarn through both loops on the hook.
Both loops.
So
That was my
move
next
your hook
question.
parallel to your body. Don't wiggle it around. The moment you clear those two loops,
Cleared it.
rotate the hook to face you again.
Facing
Push
me?
the hook off to the left so that this new loop is safely towards the base of your hook. And then pull the hook a little bit away from you so that the loop on the hook becomes a little bit bigger.
Hell yeah, bro.
If you've only got one loop left on the hook, then congrats, you have finished the single crochet
Hey!
stitch. And you can
We
move on to the
crochet,
next
baby.
video.
Single loop.
If you don't think you
Single
did that
loop. Any
correctly, though,
loopers? Any
you can
Bruce
do two
Willis,
things.
Joseph
One,
Gordon-Levitt?
You can reset back
Ryan Johnson.
to the pre-started piece that came in your kit and go back in the videos to follow along.
Bands? I don't
All
need to
you
even
gotta
listen to
do
this.
is take
I'm
the
skipping.
hook out and then pull on the yarn connected to the yarn ball until it doesn't.
And that's time.
unravel
Time to
anymore.
start the game. Yeah.
Or you can tap on the help icon below.
All right.
So you've
Now
got one
we're
hole
gonna
that
take
can
the piece
bring
away
the
from the
yarn
yarn
to
to
make
make
a
a
loop
loop
on the
hole
hole
that's
that's
temporarily
temporarily a
a
little
No, it's
bigger.
duplicated.
And then
No!
rotate the hook
off from
facing.
My fucking brain just got scrambled, bro.
Now we're gonna make what's called an
Okay.
increase stitch. To turn
Oh.
the single crochet stitch into an increase stitch, we're just gonna do
Oh.
exactly what we did and do it in exactly the same hole. So we're gonna make
Same
a
hole.
second single crochet
Take crochet
stitch
and let me
the
welcome
same
in.
hole.
Super hydrate.
Before
All
we-
right, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Scoob, welcome in. It's going down. It's so fucking complicated. My hands are so sweaty. I'm actually so nervous right now. I can't believe how fucking cool and calm and collected I might seem, because I'm not. But I am wearing a Harry Potter scarf and glasses,
To
so
do
that's
that,
kind of
let's
cool.
just double check we're set up to be
Yeah, let's
able
double
to
check we're
easily
set
move
up.
our hook through the loop that's on it by tilting our piece so we can take a look at the loop relative to the size of the tip of the hook. Remember, we want this loop to be basically the same
Yeah, we got
diameter
space.
as the tip of the hook. And if it isn't,
How
either
is that
move your
sip a
hook
super
away from
hydrate?
you
Any
or
water is a
pull
super
on the yarn
hydrate.
connected to the yarn ball to make it a good size.
All right. I feel like the
You've
size is
got
good.
one loop on your hook, and to start this second single crochet stitch, you
This
need
is
to
so
put your
complicated.
hook in exactly the same hole as the previous single crochet stitch went into. That hole is the hole that is marked by the orange stitch marker. So pull that orange stitch marker off to the left.
Forgot
so it's
about
out of
this
your way,
orange
and
stitch
then
marker.
Stick the hook in the same hole immediately to the right. of
Wait,
the
brother,
orange
hold on,
stitch
hold on,
marker.
hold on. That all happened fast. Where am I entering
So
right
pull
now?
that orange stitch marker off to the left so it's out of your way, and then stick that hole is the hole that is marked by the orange stitch marker. So pull that orange stitch marker off to the left so it's out of your way, and then stick the hook in the same hole immediately to the right of the orange stitch marker. And
Yeah,
it should
that
look
felt
like you've got
fucked up.
3 strands of yarn on your hook, because that hole was under
3?
2 strands of yarn that looked like a horizontal V. You want to make sure the tip of your hook is facing you, and the hook is in front of the working yarn.
No, this is complicated. This is getting complicated. I feel fucked up. I feel like I have too many pieces at play now. You know? Like I've got 2 here, 1 here, and then 2 that I just went into. I guess it kind of looks like what she's doing. Pointed towards me. Holy shit. The best is out. Jake didn't. No, I didn't anticipate this at all.
So you've got 1 loop on your hook, and to start this second single crochet stitch to the right of the that hole was under 2 strands of yarn that looked like a horizontal V.
Yeah, I mean,
You want to make sure the
everything
tip
is
of
a
your
little
hook is
tight. I
facing
feel like
you,
hers is
and the hook
hers is
in front
kinda-
of the working yarn.
kind of going better than mine. It's like
Now
Everything looks
yarn
smoother.
over.
my shit's
That
tight.
means
Look.
bring your hook down, under, and
Under.
behind the working yarn.
Yeah, I remember this move.
Keep the tip of the hook facing you so that you can grab onto the yarn with the tip of your hook.
You're kind of a cunt. The orange loop that was pre-made for me. Oh no. It's like a safety pin and I unlatched it. The orange loop that was pre-made for me is tight. It's tight. And I find that be problematic thus far. Hold on, I forgot what I was doing.
Now yarn over. That means bring your hook down, under, and behind the working yarn. Keep the tip of the hook facing you so that you can grab onto the yarn with the tip of your hook.
Yeah, okay. That I feel good about. Fire Mario, thanks for stopping in and saying what up. Hope you
Now
like
you're going to
the
bring
layout.
this yarn
It's
back
fucking
through the hole that the hook
crazy
just
so
went
far.
into. So pull the piece and the hook in opposite directions to make that hook temporarily a little bigger.
Bro, I'm fucking...
Rotate the hook from facing
My fingers
you
no
to
longer
facing
work the
piece,
right way. When
and
did
then
I
pull the
lose
hook in
it? Chat, when did I
opposite
lose it? Nothing is working the right way anymore. I used to have control with this finger. And now I don't have that. I felt like I could hook it better before. And now I can't hook it. I have Thursday off, so I'll be able to tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be so fun. You're in for a good one for sure. I appreciate you stopping in.
directions to make that hook temporarily a little bigger. Rotate the hook from facing you to facing the piece, and then pull the hook parallel to your body. And the moment you clear those two loops, rotate the hook to face you again, push it off to the left, and then pull the hook. And the moment you clear those two loops, rotate the hook to face you again, push it off to the left, and then pull the hook a little bit away from you so that the new loop is about the same size as the old loop.
I did it. Oh. Imagine if everything's super tight, it's super difficult to see what you need to do. Too fucking real. Too real. Imagine how hard stopping and remembering where you were and what to do within a week between. Oh yeah, that's so fucking difficult. That's such a good point.
Now you're going to...
Alright, I did this.
You should have
there should
two
be
loops
two
on your hook
loops
now.
left on the hook.
And
Yeah,
let's
for
just
sure.
check real quick that these loops are a good size by tilting the piece and taking a look at how the loop compares to the tip of the hook. You want the loop to be basically the same size as the tip of the hook.
It feels good. That looks nice.
All the V's that you make are roughly the same size.
I love crocheting. I like it so far. I'm a little stressed.
The hook should be in front of the working yarn, and we're gonna do a yarn over again. So bring
yarn
the
over.
hook
I know the yarn
down
over.
Under and then behind the working yarn with the tip of the hook facing you.
I don't know it actually. I lied.
The hook should be in front of the working yarn.
In front of the working yarn.
Over again.
And then
So
yarn
bring
over.
The hook down under and then behind.
May I just say how stupid it is to say we're going to do a yarn over. Start by bringing the hook under. Now, I'm no professional crocheter. But I'm just gonna say. Now my Pokemon seems so much cooler, right? Yeah, Lemmy, that's no joke. That's work. Oh.
Be in front of the working yarn, and we're gonna do a yarn over again.
It's time to do a yarn over. We'll start by going under.
And then behind the working yarn with the tip of the hook facing you.
I got it, you fucker. And then we're going through one hole or two holes.
Now pull the hook and the piece away from each other to make the loops on the hook temporarily a little bigger. And then rotate the hook from facing you to facing the piece.
And then one hole or two holes.
Now pull the yarn through both loops on the hook.
Both loops.
And move your hook parallel to your body. The moment you clear those two loops, rotate the hook to face you again.
Yep.
Push the hook off to the left so this new loop is safely towards the base of your hook.
Hell yeah,
and
bro.
then pull the hook a little bit away from you so that this new loop
Hell yeah,
becomes
bro.
a little bit bigger.
What family member is getting this custom made gift? This is gonna sit right next to fucking Sonic up here. Chat, this gift is for fucking you. This is for you. This is for you to remember what we went through together. All right.
If you only have one loop left on your hook, then congrats, you have finished the
Hey, look, our
increased
little
stitch.
pre-made piece is
You
getting
can
bigger
move
though. We
on
made
to
a
the next
stitch.
video.
It doesn't
If
look
you
that
feel like you
different
didn't
than
do that correctly though.
the rest of the stitch,
Either
to be
tap
honest.
on the help icon or take your hook out of the
Check it out,
piece
chat.
and pull on the yarn connected to the
I
yarn
kinda
ball
ate there.
until you can reset back
You know?
to the pre-started piece.
We're in good shape. I'm regifting it. No, you can't. Ori plotter. yeah. We need to get more of the.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
You filthy little mudblood.
All right.
Before we continue, we're gonna pause for a bit to
Ooh,
make
the
sure that we wind up
stitch
with a wooble
marker.
instead of a doily. So
What's
we're
a
actually gonna
doily?
take our hook out of the
A
piece,
wooble instead
and
of a
before
doily?
we do that,
Chat, is that? What the fuck is a wooble? Wait, is a wooble? I got questions.
Before we continue, we're gonna pause for a bit to make sure that we wind up with a wooble instead of a doily. So we're actually gonna take our hook out of the piece, and before we do that, we're gonna pull the hook away from the piece so that the loop on the hook becomes really big.
Whoa.
That way you have some leeway in case you're clumsy like me and accidentally pull on the yarn connected to the yarn ball. You don't want
Ooh.
to accidentally lose any of your work. And now you can take your hook out of your piece and you can let go
Oh.
of the yarn.
Ooh. Oh. Chat, something that you guys don't see often. You guys know I'm always fucking twitching out, doing weird little like facial tics and blinking and whatnot. I do it with my fucking fingers badly all the time. I'm constantly snapping my fucking knuckles and making my thumbs snap in weird ways. Not being able to do that for a while was just tough. But I did move the stitch marker efficiently. I feel like that was pretty good. So basically it's saying that you're making a potato shape instead of something flat. Yeah. Really have hook thumbs? Yeah, I do. Check it out. Look at that shit. I have weird things with all of my fingers. Chat, I think I've shown you my finger stuff before. But these pop out. The pointer finger there just pops out all the time. And I can do that weird like little like snapping thing here. But far and away the weirdest thing on my fingers is my ring finger. Look at this shit. It just kind of bends in the wrong way. Gollum hands? Yeah, pretty much. But like, I don't know why it does that. And it does that on both hands. Do you hate this? Most people tend to hate it. Some people want to touch it. And that is the end of my finger demonstration. Did you grow up near a nuclear waste plant? I did not. For this, I do apologize. All right. I have freedom. I believe we've completed our first stitch, and I gotta say, I hope they show me how to do every single stitch just like that. I wonder how many times, chat, we'll watch what we just watched again. That's the question. Probably a lot.
So you're going to want to get in the habit of always using a stitch marker to mark the first stitch at whatever round you're on. When you're crocheting in these spirals, you can't actually easily tell where one circle ends and one circle begins. That's part of what makes this look really good, but you as the crocheter could really easily get lost. That's why we use stitch markers to tell us where every circle or round begins. That way, if we ever make a mistake, we only ever have to go back to the stitch that's marked by the stitch marker.
Okay.
So we need to move the orange stitch marker to mark the first V of round 2. Right now, it is in the first V of round 1. So how do
Okay.
we find the first V of round 2? First, let us flip the circle so that we're looking at the rune. So you can think of it as turning the page of a book. And you've got the loop that was for your hook at the very top. That loop traces back into a V. That V is the second stitch that you made. The first V that you made is the V below that. It should be right above this horizontal line, which is actually a knot we made in your pre-started piece, so that in case you mess up and you want to start over again, you can just pull on the yarn and get right back to it. So the V that's right above that horizontal line is the one that you want to move the orange stitch marker under. Take a good look. Unclip the stitch marker like a safety
Start
pin,
over, I know.
and then put that stitch marker.
Hold on, that's hard.
under
That's hard.
That second.
Wait, this part's hard. She just unclipped that like a fucking god, bro. Unlocking the safety pin is not that easy. Okay. Now where are we putting it?
So that in case you mess up and you want to start over again, you can just pull on the yarn and get right back to it. So the V that's right above that horizontal line
I got
is
it. I
the
know
one
the
that
V.
you want to move the orange stitch marker under. So take a
Under.
good look. Unclip the stitch marker like a safety pin,
Yeah.
and then put that stitch marker under that second V.
Under the whole
This one.
V.
So you want the stitch marker to go under all.
Under the whole V. Where's the stitch marker? It's in my fingers. I got it. We're here. We're going under. No, it is impossible. No, it's impossible. Bad news. What you've asked for is impossible. Okay, I did it.
Only the two strands that represent this V. And it doesn't matter which way you put the stitch marker in, as long as it is under that V.
Okay, it's in. Okay, it's in. Can you feel it? Do you
Before
like
we
it?
get back into crocheting position, let's get oriented. We want the big loop for your hook to be in the upper right hand corner. And since we moved the orange stitch marker, now the orange stitch marker should be to the right and under this loop for your hook. The green stitch markers, though, are still off to the left.
Okay. Yeah, that feels right. I'm gonna freestyle it. Let's get to crocheting position, chat. If I recall correctly, it's like this.
Before we get back into crochet, now put your hook in the loop. There is a right way and a wrong way to put it in. The way you tell is that when you pull on the yarn connected to the yarn ball, the yarn that moves should be the yarn that's closer to you, the one on top of the hook. That way, your yarn won't be twisted. You want to pull it until the hook is almost right next to the piece. Remember, you want the loop on your hook to be about the same size.
Wait, what did she say about right way, wrong way?
Part, that when you pull on the yarn connected to the there is
This
a
is a
right way
fucking
and a wrong way
nightmare.
to put it in. The way you tell is that when you pull on the yarn connected to the yarn ball, the yarn that moves should be the yarn that's closer to you, the one on top of the hook. That way, your yarn won't be twisted. You want to pull it until the hook is almost right next to the piece. Remember, you want the loop on your hook to be about the same size as the tip of your hook, not
Yeah,
this
loop
part,
loop
which
is
narrower.
solid size. Very good shit. Put it in, please respond.
Now you need to
You're
hold on to
late.
the yarn with your other hand. And this I'm going to show you a tip, which is you want to start wrapping the yarn as close as possible to your piece. So up here instead of down here. Because that way, if you pick up the yarn really close to the piece, then it's much easier to adjust the tension between your finger and your piece. I'm going to show you real quick how to get the yarn back on your hand.
ADR.
Take your left palm, face it to you. Hold the piece in front of your palm so that you can wrap the yarn that's connected to the yarn ball once around your pinky, starting from being in front of your palm and now winding up behind all of your fingers.
I fucking ate,
Now
bro.
you
I
want
put
to
this on the
drape
right way
that
3
yarn
times.
over your index finger and hold on to the piece with your thumb and your middle finger. Then, if you have the yarn
correct.
tail, the cutoff piece of yarn, just make sure it's somewhere behind your piece so it's out of the way.
I'm fucked. I fucked it. I fucked it. We're good. We're good. Feels like something you'd find on chat roulette. I don't know if that's good or bad. All right. Well, what category am I supposed to be in? Crafters? Isn't there like a craft thing? Craft creators? Help me out with the category, chat. It's something crafters. It's not arts and crafters. It's like crafters and makers. Crafters? Makers and crafting. I found it. We're good. We're fucking crafting. Any crafters?
Now you need to hold on to now you want to drape that yarn over your index finger and hold on to the piece with your thumb and your middle finger. Then,
Yeah,
if you
on it.
have the yarn tail, the cutoff piece of yarn, before moving on, let's just make sure that your piece is in the right direction.
Shit, bro. I
You
keep
want
on pulling
your
my
hook to be in
fucking...
the upper right hand corner. The orange stitch marker is now below it and on the right side of the circle, and the green stitch markers are still on the left side of the circle.
Yeah, bro. I ate. We're back in crocheting position.
We're going to make
Second
a second
increase
increase
stitch.
stitch together, and this
Let's
time
go.
we're going to focus on learning how to figure out where to put the hook next.
Did she flub her line?
And this time we're going to focus on learning how to figure out where to put the hook next. So taking a look at the yarn that's on your hook, that yarn traces back into 2 loops, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
The first loop actually goes into a hole, this hole. That's the hole that you just finished making a stitch in.
Yeah,
So you
that's where I
wanna
pulled the
put your
orange
hook
from.
in the hole to the left of that, but not just any hole. You want to put it in the hole that is directly under the next horizontal V. So you probably have to tilt your piece a little bit to be able to see the rim.
Oh, yeah.
And to be able to see that horizontal
It's
V.
the second V.
Hopefully the hole that you thought you needed to put your hook into matches up with the hole that this green stitch marker is in.
Hey, gamers.
So now we're gonna start the second increase stitch in round 2. Make sure you still have that loop on your hook, and then
Fuck.
pull the green stitch marker all the way off to the left so it's out of the way, and you can see the hole where you need to put your hook into.
Hey, come
Put
back
your
here.
hook into that hole from the front to the back of the piece so that it looks like you've got 3 strands of yarn on your hook, and your hook is in front of the working yarn with the tip of the hook facing you.
W me. Your hand can't feel comfortable. Nothing feels comfortable right now. My entire being is revolting. I want this lady to narrate the how-to everything in my life. Yeah, it would be nice. Put it in the hole. All right. I think we're good though.
Next,
Yarn
yarn
over.
over. Remember, this means bringing the hook below and behind the yarn,
I
with the
remember
tip
yarn
of the
over.
hook facing you. Then you're going to bring this yarn through just the first 2 strands of yarn on the hook. To do that, pull the piece and the hook away from each other while you rotate the tip of the hook.
I think
to
I fucked
face
up
the
yarn
piece,
over, chat. Hold on,
and
I think
then
I
pull-
fucked up yarn
Remember,
over.
this means bringing the hook
It's under.
below and behind the yarn, with the tip of the hook facing you.
I did like a double
Then you're
yarn
going to bring
over
this
by
yarn
accident.
through just the first 2 strands of yarn on the
Wait.
hook.
No,
To
I
do
did
that, pull the piece and the hook away
Fuck
from
off.
each other while you rotate the tip of the hook to face the piece, and then pull the hook parallel to you. The moment you clear it,
What did I hold this
rotate the hook to face you again,
All right.
and then
hold
hook below and behind the yarn, with the tip of the hook facing you.
on. Okay.
Then
You
you're
need
going
to
to
be
bring this
taught-
yarn through just the first 2 strands
Brother.
of yarn on the hook. To do that, pull the piece and the hook away from each other while you rotate the tip of the hook to face the piece, and then pull the hook parallel to you. The moment you clear it, rotate the hook below and behind the yarn.
Why? All of a
with the
sudden, the
tip of the
math
hook
ain't
facing
math in
you.
chat.
Then you're gonna bring this yarn through just the first 2 strands of yarn on the hook.
I can't maintain.
To do that, pull the piece and the hook away from each other.
This part
while
being
you
tight,
rotate the tip of the hook to face
which is
the
a
piece,
weird problem to have.
and then
I feel
pull
like.
the hook parallel to you.
I'm gonna
Oh,
reset a little bit. I'm like in the wrong position or something. So I'm through the right way right now, but what I'm having a problem with, chat, is that like I have no control here. Look how loose this fucking piece is. So I need to pull that tight or something. Forgot where the button is. Okay. Hold on. What the fuck went wrong? What went so wrong here? Oh, I'm all fucked up. Okay. Bro, my fingers stopped working. Everything went bad. I feel like I lost so many brain cells in between the last time I did this and now. What the fuck happened? The math no longer fucking maths, bro. And I'm back to square one where everything is too loose. Bro. All right, come on, man. Where did we get so mixed up? What is my like orientation right now? You're supposed to be towards the top. I hold you, I just pushed it through there, right? That gets looped. You go above. This is the finger that's supposed to keep it tight, and you don't matter at all. So I'm going under you and I'm pulling you through. When I pull you away, you know what it is? That's just like too far up. Okay, this is something. Oh my god, Nick, thanks for coming back. Unplug it and plug it back in. That's a pretty good idea. Again, chat, I have the same exact problem where I just need this to be tight, and it's so not tight. And that is like a mind-blowing problem that I can't seem to solve. How have I fucked that up? Am I going the wrong way? Is it supposed to be like this? Yeah, I think that might have been it. No, bro, it's loose again. Okay. Like this. Bend your finger in that weird way, that'll help. Really. Oh my god, bro. More tension. I know. I can't get the tension. All right, I'm pulling back a step.
So now we're gonna start the second increase stitch in round 2. Make sure you still have that loop on your hook,
myself.
and then pull the green stitch marker all the way off to the left so it's out of the way, and you can see the hole where you need to put your hook into. Put your hook into that hole from the front to the back of the piece so that it looks like you've got 3 strands of yarn on your hook, and your hook is in front of the working yarn with the tip of the hook facing you.
Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Next, yarn over. Remember, this means bringing the hook below and behind the yarn with the tip of the hook facing you. Yep. Then you're going to bring this yarn through just the first 2 strands of yarn on the hook. To do that, pull the piece and the hook away from each other while you rotate the tip of the hook to face the piece, and then pull the hook parallel to you. The moment you clear it, rotate the hook to face you again, and then push the hook off to the left, and then pull the hook away from you to make this new loop about the same size as the original loop.
We fucking got there. We're hooked in. We're hooked in. Trista ain't gonna fuck a guy. Trista already gave it up, bro. We're married. She's my second wife.
You should now have 2 loops on your hook.
Yeah, I do.
And that means that you're halfway done with the first single crochet stitch that makes
we're going
up
under
half of the increase stitch.
And over.
So let's just
We're gonna
take a
pull.
look and make sure that the loop is roughly the same size as the tip of the hook.
Yep.
To make sure we're going to be making nice
Look,
and
look,
even
see how
stitches
taut it is
moving
now?
forward.
Look at this shit. I'm in here now. Now we're in the fucking
Yarn
mix.
over again. Remember, this means bringing the hook below
I'm
and
already yarned
behind the
over.
working
As you can
yarn.
see, chat, I'm already
And we're
yarned
going
over
to
like
bring
a
this
fucking
yarn
god.
through both loops on the hook this time.
Both loops.
So
Boom.
pull the piece in the hook in opposite
Two.
directions to temporarily
Oh.
make the loops on the hook a little bit bigger.
Oh, it didn't want to go through
Rotate
there at
the
all.
hook down so that it's facing the piece. Pull the hook parallel to your body, and the moment you clear those 2 loops, rotate the hook to face you again.
I'm rotated, baby.
Push it off to the left and pull the hook a little away from you so that this loop on your hook becomes a
Boom,
little
baby!
bit bigger.
All right. All right, that was easy. That was so easy. Those last
If you
few steps,
only have
easy,
one
baby.
loop left on your hook, then congrats, you have finished the first single crochet stitch. So you're halfway done with the increase stitch.
Increase stitch. All right, poggers, poggers.
To complete the increase stitch, we need to put a second single crochet stitch in exactly the same hole. So to find that hole, take a look again at the yarn that is looped around your hook. That yarn is going through 2 loops of yarn, 1 and 2. That first
Yes.
loop traces back into a hole. And since we left the green stitch marker in there, that hole should match up with the hole that the green stitch marker is in.
Yes.
That is the hole that you want to put your hook into. So pull the stitch marker off to the side, off to the left, so that it's out of the way when you crochet. And then put your hook into the same hole from the front to the back of the piece, so it looks like you've got 3 strands of yarn on the hook. And then make sure that your hook is in front
Something's
of the
so
working
wrong.
yarn
I did
and
something
so
so
the hook
wrong
is
just now.
facing you.
Hold on, I did something so wrong. Whatever I just did there was so wrong. Let's see what happened there. Everything turned into a ball in my hands.
To complete the increase stitch, we need to put a second single crochet stitch in exactly the same hole. So to find that hole, take a look again at the yarn that is looped around your hook. That yarn is going through 2 loops of yarn, 1 and 2.
That's so
That
tight,
first
bro.
loop traces back into a hole. And since we left the green stitch marker in there, that hole should match up with the hole that the green stitch marker is in.
Yeah, all right, we got
That
it.
is the hole that you want to put your hook into. So pull the stitch marker off to the side, off to the left, so that it's out of the way when you crochet. And then put your hook into the same hole from the front to the back of the piece, so it looks like you've got 3 strands of yarn on the hook. And then make sure that your hook is in front of the working yarn and the tip of the hook is facing you.
I got it.
Now yarn over.
Yarn
by
over,
bringing the
which
hook
is, of course,
below and
under,
behind
because
the
we're
working
fucking-
yarn. And then bring that yarn through just the first 2 loops on
Those
the
2
hook.
loops.
So
There we go.
pull the piece and the
It's
hook
gonna be
away
so
from
tight.
each other as you rotate the hook
Oh, it
down
wasn't
to
that bad.
face the piece. Pull this yarn parallel
Then
to
I
your
remember,
body.
we're gonna end
and
up pushing this through,
just
yeah?
those first 2 loops. The moment you clear it,
And then push it through?
rotate the hook to face you again.
Yep.
Push the hook off to the left and pull the hook a little bit away from you.
Excellent. Excellent, bro. Excellent, bro. Excellent, bro.
You should
There's
now
gonna be
have
2
2
loops on
loops
the
on
hook.
your
There
hook, so
are.
you are at the halfway point of a single crochet stitch. And
Yep.
let's just double check that this new loop is roughly the same size as the tip of the hook.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough. Again, everything's kind of tight. Everything's a little tight. Everything I feel like is a little tighter than it
Yarn
should be, if
over
I'm honest.
By bringing the hook below
Yarn over.
and behind the working
We know how to yarn over, so easy.
And then pull that yarn through both loops on the hook.
Both
So
loops.
pull the piece and the hook away from each other as you rotate the tip
Hold.
of the hook to face the piece.
I didn't
Pull that
rotate.
yarn parallel to your body. The moment it clears those 2 loops, or rotate the hook to face you again.
Hey, it's tight, it's
push
tight,
it
it's
off
tight.
to the left.
Something's
and
wrong.
Pull the hook a little bit away from you.
Something's wrong, but I have a firm understanding of what to do. Boom, baby. You guys go through. Come on, man. Again, I... No, in theory, we're good here, you know? In theory, we're good. We're yarn over. We're yarn over, we're hooked. We put it towards the piece. All right, that was good. That was good. I pulled through, but I lost. We're good. We're good.
If you've got
Mac,
one
always
loop
good to see
left
you.
on
Thanks
your
for
hook,
stopping
then
by.
Congratulations, you are done with your second increase stitch.
All right, gamers. We are gaming.
Before we move on, let's just double check that we have the correct number of V's. We just finished our second increase stitch.
How many V's do you have, chat?
Increase stitch actually
Loa.
looks like 2 V's. We should
Thanks
have
so
4 V's
much.
at this point.
Welcome
So turn your
in.
piece to look at the
I'm
brand.
so sorry for
So
what
that
you
we've
have to
got
witness
the
here.
Stitch mark by the stitch marker, the orange
From
one
log,
at the
good
very
to see ya.
bottom, and your hook at the very top.
Oh,
And we're gonna count the number of V's starting from the
Everything
one marked by
is
the orange stitch marker.
so
So
fucked.
here's the first V,
You're a wizard.
second,
It's true.
third, and fourth. Remember, you don't.
My
count the
V's are
loop
kinda
that's on your hook
fucked.
as a stitch. Great, I've
Yes,
got
they're not.
4 V's so far, which means
One,
I'm good to
two.
go. And
Yeah, I do have 4
can
V's.
Remove this first green stitch marker and put it aside because I don't need it anymore.
Hell yeah. Green stitch marker out, bro. You're donezo. You're fucking donezo. Boom, baby! Why does it look like the one to the left yet? You're asking the right questions. EGP, welcome in. Whoa, chat. This has been tough already. Very, very tough. I hope that I hope it's been at least somewhat enjoyable to watch because I'm losing my fucking mind. The plan, if you're just joining us, is to stitch this beautiful Harry Potter that I bought for money on the internet. And then play the Harry Potter game all in one stream. But we're already an hour in, and so far I've made 2 little circles of yarn. And whew, let me tell you, it's not the easiest thing I've ever done. So I think I might separate the VODs maybe. I remember this was a cozy stream. It's supposed to be cozy. Look at the fireplace. Listen to the sweet Hogwarts Legacy music that's playing. We've done everything we're supposed to do. We've denounced J.K. Rowling and pledged our love for the Harry Potter franchise and said that it doesn't dictate the people that we like in this world. We've begun learning a new craft. We're supposed to be having a nice, chill, relaxing time, yet I'm fucking sweating and raging out. It's a whole situation. But honestly, I just finished like a pretty big step and I feel good about what we did. Finish round 2. Also, you wouldn't believe the amount of innuendos there are for crocheting. It's unbelievable.
So to finish round 2, we need
Okay.
to repeat what we've been doing in every remaining hole. We need to put an increase stitch in every remaining hole, and there are 4 holes left. So by the time you're
6
done
increase
with this
stitches?
round, you should have 12 V's along the rim, starting from the one marked by the orange stitch marker and ending with the stitch that's going to be coming out of the V right before you get back to the orange stitch marker. Some of you might have gotten the hang of it already, and in which case you can just blast right through this, but it is pretty common to accidentally put the hook in the
We
wrong
just need to do
hole
6
since
more.
you're just learning how to crochet.
Okay. You know
and then
what?
Wind up with the wrong number of stitches.
Let's
at the
fucking
end.
freestyle this
So
thing.
I'd recommend just following along for a little bit longer to make sure that
All
you're
right.
putting your hook
Yeah.
in the right place.
Okay. She's right. The panic on my face. I thought I was supposed to have 12 V's already. I think I only have 6. I only have 4. Oh. I don't know. My V's are really messy compared to the ones in the video, if I'm being honest here. We'll figure it out. Let's get this show on the road.
Because we're starting
Put
a new
hook in
stitch,
next
we
hole.
need to put our hook in the hole to the left of the one that we just made these stitches in.
Loa,
So,
thanks for the raid.
find
I
that,
appreciate
and
it.
I'll look at the
Good
yarn
hanging
that
out
is
for a bit in
looped
your
around the
stream.
hook.
I'm sure I will see you
See how
again
it
very
traces
soon.
back through these
All
2
you're missing
loops
is
of
just me
yarn.
getting frustrated.
The first loop of yarn
Trickster.
is going back into a hole. This hole.
Yeah, I know the hole.
So we want to put our hook into the hole immediately to the left of that. And not just any hole, but the hole that is directly
green
under
marker.
the next horizontal V.
Yep.
So we still have this one green
It's
stitch
two-
marker
it's two
left to
holes
give
over,
you a
chat.
hint of where that should be, and hopefully your guess
And then
matched up with
if
the
I go
green stitch marker.
from here,
So I'm gonna move through the steps of the stitch a little bit faster now that you're getting more used to crocheting.
From here, we're gonna do
pull the green
the
stitch
under.
marker off to the left so that it's out of the way, and then put your hook in the exact same hole that this green stitch marker is in, immediately to the right of it. It should look like you have 3 strands of yarn on your hook, and your hook is facing you and in front of the working yarn.
I'm fucking in this bitch right now. I know exactly what we're doing.
Then yarn
So now
over
we're going
by
over
bringing the
by
hook
going
down
under because
and
that's the
under
stupidest
working
fucking name
yarn,
in the
and then
world.
behind it, grabbing onto the yarn with the tip
This
of
is
your
the one
hook.
part where I can't get the
Then
rope
you're
to
gonna
be
bring that
taut.
yarn through just the first 2 loops on the hook, and the moment you clear those loops, push the hook off to
This
the
is
left
the
to
only part,
secure.
Chad. I had this problem
Grabbing
last time too. This is the only part that I struggle with. It's after you insert into the second hole, I lose the ability to like control the fucking tension on this. It's like no matter how I hold it, it's not hooked into anything. I just want to like pinch it. Like I need a little bit more mobility here. It's happening to me again. This is exactly where I got hemmed up last time. Like I can get it. It's just not pretty. Let's go. We're going through, you little fucking cunt. Come on. We're through. We're through. And then we're up. And then we're pulling it down the fucking ledge. I remember, bro. I fucking remember, bro.
Onto the yarn
I'm
with the tip of your
absolutely
hook.
cracked.
Then you're gonna bring that yarn through just the first 2 loops on the
Crocheting.
hook. And the moment you clear those loops, push the hook off to the left to secure.
100%. We're already there. Look at that,
You
chat.
should
Looks
have
exactly the
2
same.
loops on your hook, so you're halfway through a single crochet stitch.
You got that right. You know what we're doing now. You already know. We're going under and over, I'm pretty sure.
Then yarn over by bringing the hook down and under the working yarn, and then behind it.
And we're going through
Grabbing
1
onto the
or
yarn
2.
with the tip of your hook.
Yep.
Then you're gonna bring that yarn through just the first 2 loops on
Just
the
the
hook.
first
and the moment
2?
you clear those loops, push the hook off to the left to secure your new.
Oh, I guess it is 2.
You should have 2 loops on your
Kinda
hook.
made
so
an
you're
extra one.
halfway through a single crochet stitch.
Ooh, she doesn't want to go through though. There it is. There it is. There it is, baby. We're fucking in here, bro. We're actually cruising.
Now
yarn over
again.
You know I know how to.
Bringing the hook under.
See, notice how
and then
on this
behind
stitch,
the
because
working
we're
yarn,
2 in,
and then
chat,
pulling the
I
hook
don't know what changes, where now I'm perfectly like there. Like I've got the space that I need here. I can control with my left finger exactly how tight this is. I can feel the tension. Oh, is it a problem with the tension between my pinky and my ring finger? Maybe. Either way, I feel so comfortable when I'm in
and
this
then
part of the
behind
stitch.
the working yarn, and then pull that yarn through both loops on the hook.
Both.
The moment you clear both loops on the hook, rotate your hook to face you again and push it off to the left to secure your
Ooh,
new
she's
loop on
tight.
the
She's
hook.
tight. Hold on, I'm fucking up.
And
Okay.
you should have 1 loop on your hook
We're
by
here,
this point, and that
under,
loop should
away,
be about the same size as the
down,
tip of your hook.
Away.
And you
Through
have finished
both.
the first single crochet stitch.
There
that
it is,
makes
baby.
up half of the increase stitch.
There it is, baby. Fuck yeah. Look at that shit. Look, it's playing the triumphant music for me and everything.
To start the second single crochet stitch that makes up
Do the same
second
hole.
half of the increase stitch, you need to put your hook in exactly the same hole that this first single crochet stitch went into.
Yep.
Take a look at the yarn that's on your hook. See how it goes
We're through?
2 loops. of
This one,
yarn.
this gets funky because there's like a
That
whole
first
knot
loop
chilling pretty
is
soon
going
after,
back
right
into a
here.
certain hole, and that hole should match up actually with the hole that is marked by the green.
Hopefully you're
stitch
using the right
marker.
colors. Can you fucking
That
imagine?
is where you want to put
I would
your hook.
actually quit.
So
We're
put
actually
your
at
hook
risk at any moment of
into
me
your piece
quitting.
From the front to the back of the piece, with the tip of your hook facing you, and your hook in front of your working yarn.
What? Hold on, what?
Is going back into a certain hook marker. That is where you want to put your hook. So put your hook into
Oh,
your
yeah.
piece from the front to the back of the piece, with the tip of your hook facing you. and your hook in front of your working yarn.
Yeah, I feel good.
You're going to yarn over. by
Yarn
putting
over.
The hook below the working yarn and then behind it. And then you're gonna pull that yarn.
This is my last time going through. So chat, this is my last time going through what I have declared as holes that are too fucking tight, to be quite honest, which I just did. But that's the last pre-made hole that I had.
Clear that hole, rotate the hook to face you again, and push it off to the left so that your new second loop
Through
is nice and secure
again,
on your hook.
like a fucking god.
Make sure that that loop is about the same size as the tip of your hook.
It is. Make sure it's the same size as the tip, chat, so it's a good fit. You know what I'm saying?
You're halfway through the second single crochet stitch, so you're almost there.
We're gonna do another
Now we're
over
gonna
under.
Yarn over again, so make sure you've got
Yep,
2 loops on
we're
your
going
hook, and your hook is in
through-
front of the working yarn.
One or
Bring
two?
the hook down below the working yarn and behind it, and then pull that yarn through both loops on the hook. The moment you clear it, move the hook off to the left and make the tip face you so that you have nicely secured your new single loop on your hook. And then quickly check to make sure that this loop is basically the same size as the tip of the hook. If you got to this point and you only have 1 loop left on your hook, then congratulations, you are done with
Look
your
at it. Is
third
that the first time we've
increased
seen this? Is this the first time seeing this otter? Have we seen this before?
stitch.
Why am I just noticing him now?
The tip of the hook. If you got to this point and you only have 1 loop left on your hook, then congratulations, you are done with your third increased stitch.
Hell yeah, gamers. That's sick.
Before we move on and take out the green stitch marker, let's just double check we have the correct number of V's.
6
so
V's.
far. We should have 6. So turn your piece so that you're looking at the rib, and let's start counting from the stitch that's marked by the orange stitch marker. So
Yep,
this
1,
is stitch number 1, V
2,
number
3,
1,
4, 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
My last one looks
and
kind of
6.
fucked.
Remember, you don't count the loop on your hook as a stitch. So great. If you've got 6 V's, then you're good to go, and you can take out the green stitch marker. You don't need this anymore.
Like I have it, but it's like rotated. Like it's like off to the side. I think I might have fucked something. Well, I guess it just depends on how I'm holding it. I'm worried about the rotation, but I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Since this is going to be your first time doing an increased stitch without the help of a stitch marker,
Oh shit.
I'm going to start this one with you. We're still going to use the same method we've been practicing before, which is taking a look at the yarn that's on your hook and seeing how it goes through 2 loops of yarn. That first loop of yarn traces back into a hole. That's the hole you just finished making a stitch in. So that means you want to put your hook in the hole immediately to the left of that. Not just any hole to the left of it, but the hole
Fuck
that
this
is
hole. I might have
immediately
fucked this, bro.
the next horizontal V to the left of it. So you're going to put your hook under this horizontal V.
Oh, I think I did it. I think I did it. I don't know. I was worried about how tight the other one, the pre-made ones were. Mine are way tighter. But I think that's it. I think that's it. It's just really, it's really in there, man. I'm a little bit worried about
Since
that.
you've done the
But I get it.
increased
I
stitch
get
quite
the
a few
thing.
times now. I'm gonna go through the whole stitch in this one video.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's
So
do
we're
it, girl.
gonna do a yarn over, and then
Yep.
pull that yarn through just the hole that the hook just went into.
Yep.
So you have 2
Pull it
loops on
through.
your hook now. And remember
Rotate
to
it
make
towards
sure
me.
that the new loop is about the same size as the tip of the hook.
Yep.
Then yarn over again,
When we go
and
through.
pull that yarn through both loops on the hook. So you're left
Over.
with 1 loop on the hook. You're halfway done with an increased stitch. You have made a single crochet stitch so far. Now to finish the increased stitch, you're gonna put another single crochet stitch in exactly the same hole.
Now I have to go
see
into that
where
same
you
hole.
need to put your hook again. We're gonna look at the yarn that's
Under
on
the V.
hook. That yarn goes through 2 loops. The first loop traces back into a hole. This hole. That is the hole that you just crocheted a stitch into. So that's the hole you want to put your hook into again, from the front to the back. Then yarn over and pull that yarn through the hole that you just put your hook into. So you've got 2 loops on the hook that are vaguely the same size as the tip of your hook. Then yarn over again and pull that yarn through both loops on the hook. So you're left with 1 loop on the hook
Bro,
that is the same size as the tip of your hook.
so satisfying.
And then you are done with your 4th increase
So
stitch.
satisfying.
At this point, you should have 8 V's around the rim, starting from the 1.
And my V's are starting to look better. Fuck yeah. All right. I honestly think I just got it. I think I just got it. I clicked. I just need to remember when to go through 2 and when to go through 1. Maybe next time a Lego set if I had it to do over again, bro. We'd be building the Hogwarts Express right now.
2 increased stitches by yourself, since we've done some increased stitches together. You can always go back in the videos if you need a refresher on how to do the stitch or know where to put your hook. What I wanted to show you is what it should look like when you're done. You know you've hit the end of the round when there are no more horizontal V's for you to crochet into. So you do not want to crochet into the stitch mark by the stitch marker, because that stitch is always the first stitch of whatever round you're on.
Okay.
That means the last stitch of the round needs to end before you get right back to that orange stitch marker.
Fuck, I don't remember if I was supposed to go do 2 or 1. I think it's just 1. Fuck.
Every time you finish a round, you want to get in the habit.
All right, I need to go back.
And since you've done the increase, since this is going to be your first time doing an in method we've been practicing, first loop of your stitch in.
So I go through the second hole.
That is immediately below the next horizontal.
All right, it's all in this video.
And since you've done through just the hole that the hook just went into.
Okay. I was right.
You have 2 loops.
Rebecca, it's going great. Mini Farva, welcome in.
That the new loop is about the same size.
And then we under and we pull through.
Yarn over again. And pull that yarn through both loops on the hook. So you're left with 1 loop on the hook. You're halfway done with an increase stitch. You have made a single crochet stitch.
Good shit. Now
to
we got to make sure that that's the right size, and we're going back through
crochet stitch in exactly the same hole.
Into that same hole.
So to see where you need to put your hook again, we're gonna look at the yarn that's on the hook. That yarn goes through 2 loops.
Under, over.
The first loop
you're coming
back
through
into a hole. This hole. That is the hole that you just crocheted a stitch into.
Through
so that's the hole
both.
You want to put your hook into again, from the front to the back. Then yarn over
through both
and pull that yarn through the hole that you just put your hook into. So you've got 2 loops on the hook that are vaguely the same size as the tip of your hook.
Why are you guys
yarn over again
Here we go.
Pull that yarn through both loops on the hook.
Both
so
loops.
You're left with 1 loop on the hook that is the same
both
size
loops.
as the tip of
No
your
problem.
Hook. And then you are done with your 4th
And then the last
stitch.
one.
At this point,
the last one is gonna go
8 V's around the rim
into
the 1 marked by the orange.
Cool.
I'm gonna let you do the last 2 increase stitches by yourself since we've done some increase.
I still get a little bit confused, chat.
You can
a
always
little
go
bit
back to the
confused,
videos
but for the most part, I feel pretty good about.
Where to put your hook. What I wanted to show you is
so this time I'm going into the orange.
You know
I
you've
think.
hit the end of the round when there are no more horizontal V's for you to crochet into. So you do not want to crochet into the stitch mark by the stitch marker, because that stitch is always the first stitch of whatever round you're on. That means the last stitch of the round needs to end before you get right back to that orange stitch
Are you
marker.
here? So should I be going into the orange one? Rebecca, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Too fucking kind. I appreciate it. 22 months. All right. I just need to know if I'm supposed to be...
Every time you finish a round, you want to get in the habit of counting that you have the correct number of
My shit is
V's
all
around the
fucked
rim.
up.
In the next video, I'm going to teach you how
Pepsi Man is gift subs. Parappa is self subs. Man, I'm just having trouble identifying my V's, bro. I've got this one horizontal line, and I just don't know if I'm supposed to crochet into the orange. There it is. Waiting for, but thank you so much for gifting a sub. Example. Yes, exactly. You shouldn't be going into the orange one for your last stitch. Okay, that makes sense then. Because I see the hole I think that it's aiming for. Just tight as fuck. It's just tight as fuck. Under, over, pulling it through. Under, over, pulling it through. Nice. Under, over, pulling it through both. I really fucked this. I really fucked it just now. I'm gonna undo a couple things, which I've never done before, but I think needs to happen. Holy fucking shit. Shay, thanks so much for the raid. Too fucking kind. Don't worry, everything is going so cool and so easily right now. Chat, welcome in. Can we get a shout out for Shay? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Chat, anybody can shout out anybody in this chat. Just exclamation point SO and then type that person's name. I need your help now more than ever. Holy fuck. All right, if you're just getting here, here's what's going down. We are crocheting Harry Potter. And it's a fucking nightmare. I'm actually kind of starting to fly through it right now, but I've got a little bit of an issue. I've got a very loose piece here that I'm trying to rectify, and I think I may have gone too no, we're good. I can do it from right here. Over, under. Look at these skills. And then through. Oh, it's still pretty fucking loose, if I'm being honest. Now this goes through this piece here, like so, correct? Oh my god, it's so fucking tight. Everything is so fucked. Crochet, very well played. Excellent work. I'll harass him every single day if he decides to quit. We'll see. Jake planned for this to be 15 minutes or 1.5 deep. Yeah. It's a fucking situation. It's a situation right now. All right. Here's the plan. I am fucked on this like second half of this V. All I need to do is find the right hole to put it into. It seems to have just gone away. I think it's here. I don't know, man. I think I went too tight, bro. I went too tight. My V's have disappeared. I think it's this little fucking hole here. It is. I'm overthinking it. We're through. This is where I'm supposed to be. It's tight indeed, but we're not fucked yet. We're going over, under, through half of it. Like that. Yup. Pulling you two fuckers out. Over, under, through. Both. We're done, baby. Shit, you know what? In the nick of time, I figured it out. This looks right. Always wanted to play it again. Breath of the Wild, not Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, Shay's playing through Breath of the Wild, and then I guess probably in hopes of Tears of the Kingdom eventually. It's the right way to do it. If you're just starting out streaming, you got hours and hours of content if you start on Breath of the Wild. If you start with Tears of the Kingdom, nobody wants to watch you go back. I think you made a good call there. Count my stitches. Yeah, hold on. Let me let the lady with the instructions tell me that I did good. I want to see that little clapping thing.
Of counting that you have the correct number of V's around the rim.
All right, we're gonna count
In the
our
next
V's.
video, I'm going to teach you how you know how many V's you're supposed to have, but for now, just trust me when I say you're supposed to have 12. So let's count the number of V's.
Bro, my
starting
V's
from
look
the
so
one marked
fucked.
by the orange stitch
Okay,
mark.
I remember this. Now, if I want to, I can just pull this through and we can tighten it after.
2,
So now that we have this,
4, 5,
let's
6,
count our V's.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Hers looks so much
11,
better than mine. Oh my
12.
fucking god.
Remember, you
Unbelievable.
don't count the loop for the hook as a stitch. Great. I have
Fucking
12
dis-
stitch
a
around.
fucking
so I
disaster.
get
All right,
in the
I'm
habit
pulling
of
it back.
counting that you
I'm
have
gonna
the
give myself some
correct number
slack.
of
Oh
V's
shit, no, I wanted
around
that
the
on
loop.
there. Hold
In
on.
the next video, I'm going to
Emergency.
teach you how you know how many V's you're supposed
Emergency.
to have, but for now, just trust me when I say you're supposed to have 12.
All right,
So
fuck.
let's count the number of V's starting
We're gonna
from
count
the
our
one
V's.
marked by the orange
The one
stitch
marked by
marker.
this is one.
Here's V number
Let me see if I can get you guys in on this.
2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
3,
5,
4,
6,
5, 6,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10,
10.
11, 12. Remember, you don't count the loop for the hook.
I might be one short. Get a
Great.
dick and balls.
I have 12 stitches.
Oh, wait,
in
wait.
round 2, which means
Okay,
I'm good to go.
okay. Hold.
You don't have 12 stitches. or
My
12
fucking V's
Check out the help icon.
are like all curled around the wrong. Oh. I've identified my V's. Chat. They were kind of on like the wrong curl. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's loose. 6, 7, 8. That one's tight. 9, 10, 11, 12. Chat, I think I have 11. I don't know. I'm gonna try one more time to count these fuckers and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or is this like a fucking fucked up here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I counted 10. This is insane. Counts 12. I was kind of giving myself 12, and then once I listened to what was going on, and she was like, "You're not supposed to count the one with the loop," I was like, I think I might have fucked it. I think I have 12. There's one loop in particular, chat, where I think I might have made a mistake. I don't know how well you can see it here, but it's like everything else is the answer is you can't fucking see it at all. I'd have better luck using this camera. It's like I kind of went through, it looks like it's like a double V. Like I fucking messed it up. I don't know. I'm gonna say we're good.
Every time you finish the next
Assuming we're good.
4, 5, 10,
Yes, I know 12.
12. Remember, you don't count the loop for the hook
Yes.
as a stitch. Great. I have 12 stitches in round 2, which means I'm good to go. If you don't have 12 stitches or 12 V's, check out the help icon.
I got the help icon. Chat, I'm not clicking the fucking help icon. I'm not, that's not fun. That's not fun. You click the help icon when you have like fucking troubleshooting issues with your printer. I click the help icon when, you know, I got a fucked up order at Uber Eats. I'm not clicking the fucking, oh, the first thing, chat. The first thing that pops up, I need to show it to you. How do I start over? How do I undo something? I have the wrong number of stitches. What do I do? I lost track of where I was. What do I do? Oh my fucking god. All right. Here's where I'm at. We're at an hour and a half already. We haven't even started playing Harry Potter. Let's call it here. I'll double check where we're at. We're at a perfect stopping point. We just did 12 of 12 steps. We're supposed to have 12 V's. I'll double check. I'll look at these and see if something went terribly wrong, or perhaps send high definition pictures to Rebecca or Lemmy from chat that know how to crochet and see if they can identify if something went wrong. And then we'll pick up from there next week. The good news is, look at what we did. We created a fucking little sperm. We've got a swimmer, chat. This is the one. I had come to the conclusion that this series was no longer about the game. Oh, I regret to inform you, this series is very much about the game. Oh, it's about the fucking game. The question is do I keep these together? I think I do. Nah, I'm gonna separate them. If you want to watch, YouTube VOD watchers, thank you so much. I'm gonna post this separately from the actual gameplay. That'll be a separate VOD that'll probably be an hour or something long on the same channel. Fucking like and subscribe and leave a comment. It makes my brain feel good. I appreciate you. And then chat, you guys stay here because we're gonna keep it fucking popping. We're gonna play Harry Potter right now.